Stars, I'm a fool for your love.
Welcome, guys. So we are in Farm Sim 25. So obviously it's a complete new start for us. Um, so what we are going to be doing is we are playing on Zelanka, map not many will probably play, but hey ho, we will give it a shot. So we've basically set everything up on hard. Probably should change that maybe to easy. But the idea of this is just to test features, do different things. You can see the Challenger here. This is a beastly looking tractor, in fairness to it. 160 horsepower. We'll have to see about that. We have purchased a little bit of land, so we started ourselves with €1,000,000, zero debt. And the idea of this, as I say, is just to run through, test a few different things. So if we zoom out and we get away from contracts, so the menu is a little bit different, guys, so that might take a bit of getting used to. Under this map icon here, you have all your crop types. You can select the hired worker and stuff. You also have the farmland here under the calendar tab. You have kind of the growth cycle of everything. Plus down the very bottom here, we have the entire weather for each month over here on the right. And kind of centrally, we have the hourly one. And then on the left, we have the month you're in, the current temperature, wind speed, direction, all that good stuff. You'll see anything green is planting season, anything kind of orange is harvest season. So colors have changed slightly. We have 0 animals, but we do have 1 pin, and I do believe you can rename those, but I've yet to see where I do that. It's probably in the building menu. Under here we have our contracts menu, fairly thing. Again, we have our productions under this one, and these are all the ones we can buy buy and lease or whatever. And along here then are the products you'll be making, along with the receipt is 90 flour, so you'd have to have a, where is it? I do not see it. But yeah, you'd basically have to turn your wheat into flour. It's probably under here, is it? Can we make flour there? Can anybody see flour? I am struggling to see flour, but it's not under that one anyway. Super Factory would be for interesting. A lot of cans and stuff in this. That's nice. Um, Potato processing. Nope, don't be in that. But you can make a load of potato chips, and you can see you also need a bit of sunflower oil to do all that good stuff. Carpentry. So the cement factory actually be interesting. That's where you'll be making products if you're going for the building options and things like that. Standard enough thing. I think these are the ones available, so we might have to lay some down if they're not available here, guys. Yeah, so that's probably exactly what we're going to have to do is build them. Under here then is your prices. So this is kind of your main finance screen, I suppose. So you would have what you have got stored in your silo, and you can see there is some amount of products now, guys. It's actually crazy. Really has just really developed. These are the sell points, and again, you can tag them as previous. Your price graph is now a kind of a line graph instead of a bar graph, so that'll be nice and interesting. You can see when it rises and lowers. And these then in your vehicles in here, you can quick sell them if you need to. You can view a map, all that good stuff. Again, it shows the age, working hours, condition, if it's under lease, and its current value. Hand tools is something new, so I believe this time the likes of whatchamacallem, chainsaws and things will no longer be under the wheel. You'll actually have to go in and pick them up to use them, so that'd be nice to see how that works out. There's our main finance screen, and again you can see we bought a load of land, and that's all we've done. And finally we're on to the stats, so what you're doing, how much you're playing, all that good stuff. And finally you're down to your settings where you save your game, quit, all that other good stuff. So we'll do a quick save because we can. And I will say the loading times as well. I know now mods will delay loading times and stuff, but from what I've seen, guys, it's fairly quick, fairly instant, and For those who watched the previous video on the graphical settings, you'll see everything is kind of drawn in for me. There's no real circle, and I know I could enable the flight mode, and you'd probably be able to see that circle then. So if I do that quickly, I think it's GS player flight toggle. So that's enabled now. So oh, wrong button. So if I hit there and this, we'll zoom way up. And where is that circle of death? Oh, there it is. You can just about see it now, guys. So if I zoom out over there, you might see it better on the green. So that's my circle of death. But you can see if I go way down, you'll see where it is on the green. It won't move. We ain't moving. But if I'm working in a vehicle or anything like that, probably there's my height. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So what I've noticed is you can see the real the real detail, I suppose. So we've got very great detail in this little box here, and if we go, we have another circle there that you'll see is a little bit further away. I hope you can see that. If I move, you'll see it move there on the fields. So that is drawing everything in within that circle. So we should have no issues with what I'd be hoping is things kind of just randomly popping up on screen that haven't been drawn in. It should all be pretty good. Nice little starting farm there. So actually, while we're here, we'll just quickly zoom around, see what we can find. If I bring up the map, we'll see where we are. So we're out here at the far edge. Another farm down here. Nope, that's a production. Can we zoom around, see can we find another farm? It's kind of another production area. It might be one out here actually. Say this is another starting farm. So if you didn't like the one you've started with, you could also start down here. Oh, and then actually, nice water effect there. But right on the edge of the map there, nice little farm. It's kind of isolated away from everything else. Trying to see, do I see anything else? I think the only other option is straight up here in front of us. There is another one there. Is that? It's not really a farm, more so an old windmill, but what I like about them is the farms have a lot of space around them for development and things like that, which is always a nice touch. So I think you get the 3 farms on this map, and the main one you'll start with, the starting farm, is this one down here. So will we stay here? Should we move up to there? Could be a little bit further away, a little bit more work, less sheds and stuff. We'd have to put up a few sheds, but I actually don't think we have a whole pile of sheds either on the other one. But as I say, it's kind of a European map is the idea. I be honest, more Eastern European than anything. So that is the layout of the map, and yeah, a lot of detail. Do like it. A lot of people saying it's a reskin of FS22, but from what I'm seeing, it is a reskin of FS20, which obviously there will be some features. Obviously the base of the game mainly stays unchanged, bar a few new features, but texture wise this is light years ahead. Everything just looks very crisp. I like that, I really do. So this is where we're going to be tinkering around, guys. We'll stop faffing about here and talking, and yeah, for now this will be the overhead of the farm. Any kind of let's play or anything we kind of do, we might wait. There'll surely be a few maps in the next month, so it'll be a bit of getting used to the game and just kind of playing and stuff. We might even start a let's play on River Spring. We'll see how we're going, but for now this is where we're at, and as I say, it's just going to be testing things, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So if I go back here and delete all them, flight toggle, drop my flight out, close my developer mode, and we're landed. Oh, NPC. Can we talk to him? How do we talk to him? Or start conversation.
Hey there. What's the good word? Here's what you can help your fellow farmers with if you like.
Yeah, so I think those NPCs will probably be more like a tutorial system, just to get you into the game. So nice feature for new players, and I think definitely will be modded and will be expanded. So certain role plays that we see from the likes of Daggerwayne, Scraft, the Farm Sim guy, all those I think will really see a boost in their um, in what they can do with it. I think that will really boost them along. And even actually, to be fair, my good friend Parksky, uh, I think once the mods come out and people get playing with these things, I think having characters that will talk to you and stuff will, yeah, it'll just change everything for them. So we're going to get straight into the harvester, guys. Get this thing fired up, get unfolded. So again, a couple of mods missing. The whole VCA mod, I just can't live without that. That is my go-to for most things in life. So looking forward to some form of that coming out. Obviously certain mods will have to, there'll be a change to some of them. Just, are we going to go? We are now. Yeah, there'll be a change to some of these mods as they come out, because obviously some of the features have now been implemented into the game, so they'll have to be changed, and that takes time. But yeah, definitely looking forward to some mods on the way out. Indicators don't seem to be working at the moment. But we're just going to do a quick harvest now. Again, most of you will have seen a lot of these guys in previous Let's Plays and stuff, so the field deformation and ground deformation is, I think it's just game changing. I really do think it adds so much to the game. It's unbelievable, and I really am looking forward to again to see what the modders will do. A lot of this is going to be heavily modded and things like that, but yeah, we're going to try and test things out. So we'll do a little bit of a harvest, see how we get on. What we will try our best to do as well is test out all the new crop types. So you green peas, field beans, I think, spinach, rice is a big one. That's the one they really pushed and stuff like that. So we'll have all that. Obviously the what is it, platinum crops, is it platinum or premium crops that we got in FS22 will be out now, so we'll have carrots and all that other stuff as well. So we can jump in, test all them out, and yeah, the one thing I am a little bit disappointed with is the lack of, that looks very fuzzy now, but is that me moving is causing fuzziness? It very well could be. It's like a blurred vision kind of a thing going on. See when we stop here. I think it's with the movement. That's interesting if that's the case. One thing that does disappoint me, guys, is the lack of equipment. Now, I'm not trying to say that by any stretch of the imagination the amount of equipment we got is small, but I've noticed there's a lack of, is that dust? Oh, I think that's what it is the dust from the header is causing me grief, and that took care of it, I think. So we'll stay external for a while. Yes, the lack of sizes. It's either, I won't say ridiculously small, but like I think the smallest corn header you can now get is 6 meter, and that's it. So for those who like to play with the smaller gear and work their way up and stuff, you might have to wait for mods to come, guys, because it's just limited. Selection as well. In fact, you know what? Instead of doing this, we're just going to jump straight in here, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So we got straight to headers. Smallest header, 6 meters. So there's no more 4 meter. There's no more 3 meters. It's 6, and it goes way up. Now, obviously, I understand farms have come a long way. Corn headers starts again 6 meters. That's it. So it's just, I don't know. I would like to see a few different options there. Mowers again. It's very. You have a couple of the standard ones. Obviously, they're the same thing, just reskinned and stuff. But I don't know. I just would have liked to see a bit more. Some of the like balers again have a nice option. These are the square balers. No square baler for a John Deere, so you'll have to wait for a mod. round balers again have all the previous DLCs and stuff, but would have liked to seen a few more, keep a few more brands from previous games, a few more options. Shouldn't have to be a case of they are now defunct, you'll never see them again unless a modder wants to bring it back into the game. You'll see as well under potato harvesting, or this is planting, I think, is it? The smallest you can do 3 meter, 3 meter, and then you have 6 meter. I think it was beet harvesting was my biggest concern actually. If you were playing, and this is not obviously not for now, it's not an issue now, but 2-3 months time, maps are going to be landing on our door. We're going to have plenty of UK maps and stuff. Smallest beet harvester 6.4 meters, and this thing, guys, what gate in what world in a UK Irish style map is that going to fit in? It just isn't going to happen. So a little bit disappointed in things like that we've lost the 3 meter beet harvester that was there. I know it was trailed. It actually looked a lot like this fella, or one of these, if not both of those, but have it here, 1.5 meters, no problem with that, nice and small, can get the job done. And then the next option for potato harvesting is 1.5 meters, or what's that one? That one is, I can't see because we need a header attached, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's just a random kind of selection of sizes and stuff. And again, I'm not grating or complaining, but it just would have been nice to see a variety selection from very small to very big. If we go sprayers, actually is another one. Start off with the hitch on behind, toes, towed, and then you've 2 driving ones. So not much in terms sprayers, slurry tankers. You go small, and then it just balloons away out to the big stuff. And maybe that's what people want to do, play with the real big stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Plows is another category that is, in my mind, lacking a little bit. Again, you get 1 or 2 options, 2.5, jump straight to 4, no kind of 3 meter option, or 3.5 meter. Do you know? It's just my 2 cents. You see, it has got some small stuff in here and things, but where's the selection? That'd be my thing. Unless now they start dropping things as the days are going on and the game is out. And if they do, more power to them. It'd be fantastic. Like in small tractors, the New Holland T6 is gone, which is a shame. They didn't add a T5. It's just, that's it. Can't get a T6 anymore. So if you enjoyed playing with a T6, you're just going to have to wait till somebody mods it back into the game, which again, as I say, is a little bit sad. I do think there should have been, obviously, add your new equipment, by all means do, but are they stuck by a number of licenses that they can carry? Is it something that, why not just keep the T6, you know, keep a couple of other items there? It's just yeah, it's just one thing. It's a little pet peeve. I've seen it in the last one as well when it first released, and I kind of just ignored it and kept going. But same here, 1 case tractor so far. So considering they're kind of heavy case, but they're really pushing the AF11 and the New Holland CR11. So, like, that's the first New Holland, that's the first case. So you get nothing smaller, no small cases, no small New Hollands. Why do it? And I'm not particularly a New Holland or case guy. I'll play with anything. Personally, green is my favorite, John Deere. Can't say no to that. But yeah, I would just like to see a bigger and better selection in terms of the shop. But look, same telehandlers. We get a few, and I know these 2 are the cab raising cabs and stuff. They have the fancy feature, which is nice. But and we have a Merlot. Don't get me wrong, delighted we have a Merlot. But we're just missing a couple more that used to be there that are gone. And again, hopefully they'll drop as mods and stuff. And I get it. There's already been a good few mods dropped. Can I see, where do I see it? So you can see the mods that I've already picked up that have been dropped. So this was there as a mod. This planter, subsoiler. Why not just have them base game. Saves the hassle. I know it'll increase the size of the game, but again, not the end of the world. I think most people these days, high-speed internet connection in most parts, I would like to think so. Why not just have them as a base in the game? It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's my 2 cents. That's the only real flaw I've seen so far, guys. Everything else, I can't fault it. I think it really is a good step up. I love as I say, the ground deformation. For me, it just, it's just something a little bit different, and I'm glad it's here. Really am. I do think if like dynamic mud and stuff comes now with ground deformation, really will give the impression of the crafter sinking into the dirt and getting stuck. So again, just adds so much realism to the scenario, which is what you want to see, guys. So we're going to crack on here. We're going to keep harvesting and waffling around. They're kind of my first impressions of the game and what we're going to be at for the foreseeable future. Quick little videos. Well, this is not quick anymore, but just little videos on what's in the game, what our take on it is, and what we can hopefully do in the short term and hopefully look forward to in the long term. So that's it, guys. We'll call it here. I've been Snowbody6. This has been our first look at Farming Simulator 2025, and again, generally really am excited to have the game and to be playing it. Went on a small rant there on my little pet peeve, but now that's over, we can really get on with enjoying the rest of this game. So, see you all in the next one, guys. As always, thank you. Take care.